Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. It is a big Wednesday night full of quarterfinal action here in the NBA Finals, a couple of big game twos for you, and I have plays on both of them tonight. Both look pretty valuable here in the NBA odds, so we'll start it off with the Eastern Conference series between the Washington Wizards and the Indiana Pacers tonight. Game 2 of that series with Washington has a 1-0 series lead after their dominating performance in Game 1, and they come back in Game 2, however, as a 4.5-point underdog on the road with a total of 185 points. Now, even though they did win by 8 points, like I said, it was much more of a dominating effort by the Washington Wizards, and they could easily do it again here tonight, I think, because I think Indiana is once again being just slightly overvalued here as a 4.5-point favorite. Their offense looked completely lost at times at home here in Game 1. Washington's depth and size up front has been a big issue for the Indiana Pacers, mainly because of the play of Roy Hibbert and how he has not been able to combat that inside. He's been very ineffective on both ends of the floor and he's played less than 20 minutes in Game 1. And so it really, Hibbert's inability to hold down the paint for Indiana is giving Marcin Gortat and Nene, and as well as the slew of other big men that Washington has at their disposal, free roam of the paint. And I think it's going to be warranted here to double down on Washington here at plus 4.5. Pacers are now 4-12 against the spread in their last 16 home games and 7-14 against the spread in their last 21 overall. I just don't think you can trust Indiana at all. Take points with Washington. Second game I have for you is the Clippers heading into Golden State for Game 2 of that series, where the Thunder come in as a 5.5-point favorite despite getting blown out in Game 1 of the Clippers. Total of 214.5, which is just a point higher than what we got yesterday with Monday with the over cashing, and that at 213.5. Now, even though the Clippers dominated, Thunder will probably come back with a vengeance here in this game. I don't suspect they'll play as bad offensively as they did in Game 1. However, both Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook didn't play bad at all. It was just the other people on that, other guys on that roster that really didn't get it going in Game 1. And now the Clippers have scored over 120 points in their last 2 trips to Oklahoma City, one in the regular season and one in the postseason here. And Chris Paul was just an outstanding player in Game 1 against Russell Westbrook. Really won that matchup, just what the doctor ordered for this team to, because the Clippers, if they were going to get deep in the playoffs, they needed consistent 20 to 25 points a game from Chris Paul, and gave him 8 out of 9 from three-point land for 32 points. So that's absolutely going to get it done. And with the potency of both of these two teams' offenses, I mentioned it in my series article, I mentioned it again, these two teams are probably the best offensive teams left in the NBA playoffs. And now, dating back to beginning of last season, 6 of the last 8 times they've played now, the total has gone over. And now for LA, 4 of their last 5 games have gone over the total as well, and OKC has cashed the over now in 6 of their last 7 and 4 in a row. And one more on the Clippers here. When playing as an underdog this season, whether it be in the regular or the postseason, the Clippers have cashed the over at 13-5 this season. So add the over to your NBA picks with that one at 214.5, along with the Wizards plus 4.5 tonight. Best of luck to you on this one. Make sure you check out my plays tomorrow night as well for Game 2s of the other 2 series. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of The Sharp Pick.